What up, flippity fishes? Lord Fish back in the house. What you need to do is take your little fin and waltz it up to the subscribe button and hit freaking subscribe. You know why? Because I'm pumping out the funky, fresh things and you're going to love them for some reason. Alright, so today we're going to build what I plan to be a span bridge. We're going to build it in a small section. That way you can modularly build it in your game. And if you're doing it for a project and you just need it to be a certain size, just make it the size you need. But I will start off with some scaling and just do the scales. You don't have to do this if you don't need to, but I do in case the Great Queen wants to use it in the game. I didn't do that one right. 0.01. Oh, why is that not changing? There we go. My num lock wasn't on. Where's the other one? That's not it. Here it is. Been a while. Been sick the last couple days, so haven't been doing anything. Haven't been doing any videos. Just been working on Fishton and trying to get a couple updates out, but we've both been so sick. It's been so hard. Not to complain. Anyways, we got them out, and Fishton went on sale today. So if you're interested in getting it, now's the time. So what I'm going to start off with is a piece that's going to represent our pavement. So think about your game and how thick you're going to want your pavement. Probably pretty thin, but thick enough to know it's a different layer, basically, if you're not having troubles raising it above the land or anything like that. So I'm going to do that, probably. We're going to do it in module pieces, so that way you can make yours fit more to what you're after, basically. So what I'll do right away is I'll Shift D this, right? Move that down just a hair, and it's down too far as you can see, but we're going to make this one a hair thicker because it's going to be our spot under the bridge. So you want to make sure it's not coming through the other side and that other layer is still separated. So we can move these around a little bit, but I think honestly it's like a millimeter apart, which is probably fine. Something like that. So guessing this is going to be the size of your road. So you're going to need 2 lanes to flow down there, and guessing this is going to be your sidewalk. So keeping that in mind, make them the sizes that you need to make it work for yourself. Keeping in mind there's going to be an outer rail as well to keep you from falling off the bridge, basically. Alright. So not going to be too much to the road. It's going to be pretty simple to do this. Maybe we'll just Shift D. And we'll shrink that down. I went too far. Go back, shrink it down again. Something like this. Now, you might want to just leave a solid yellow line. I'm just going to move it up just a millimeter for it sticking up and not in the middle of that road. And you can see it's separated. And you probably going to want to leave a solid line and make it yellow or something like that. Maybe we'll color as we go just to make things look better for we understand more so what we're doing. So let's just go do this road real quick. Let's get out of edit mode first, actually grab that and attach it to that. And then we would go to our coloring, and in edit mode we have our first material, so we're just going to make that black. And it's going to make everything like a blacky gray, which is fine. For now, we'll add other colors separately after. And we will do L over this piece, and we'll do plus, new, and we're going to make this a yellow line. And it doesn't really matter too much, but just for the look, we'll make it yellow, but it's just assigning a slot color for your color once you import it. Something like that. Obviously, we're going to have to change the sidewalk color, but something like that. I'm going to go ahead and make a square. Pull it over to one side, shrink it right down until you're happy with the size, something like this. Drag it over to the edge, as close as you can to the edge without going over. Bring it up a bit. And we'll stretch this out to the height we want to make our rails that you are going to use to make it for you don't fall off your bridge, basically. Maybe we'll just shrink the whole thing a little bit like that. It just looks a little better. Again, I'm going to shrink it just a little bit until it fits just in there. Okay, when I'm happy and it's actually in there, maybe we'll change it a little bit. I don't know if we should or not. Try to think of what they look like. I think they're just squares on a bridge. They'd just be squares. So maybe we won't change it. Maybe this is the best look. It's going to make it more fancy, but I don't think they should be rounded or anything like that. So let's first off go here, and we're going to change this color just to make it easier to see what's going on between the two contrast. And we will just go a different shade of gray where we can see it a little bit better. Okay. Alright, so we'll Shift E this guy. And we'll open up this. Check what our axes are. Right click to cancel it. Get rid of our minus. Okay. Something like that. And we can either just have it join. No, we can't do that because your bridge has to end at some point. So let's do this. Grab these two. Shift E. Okay. Right click to cancel the movement. And move them right to the end like that. Something like that. Then we will do each one at a time. Shift D. And we will add a minus to this one. And Shift D. Oops. I did that wrong. Shift D. And we'll minus. Which one was it? Yeah, that one. See, I always forget everything, don't I? It's because I'm thinking about other stuff the whole time. Something like that. Alright. Let's just take this one and Shift D it because it's right in the middle of the other one, so it'll be a little easier to work with. Let's move it like this. Let's move it like this. And then like this. And then we'll stretch it out like this. And we'll just make a cross. No, I'm just kidding. Let's do this a little bit. And just make it paste right on the front of these, basically. Move it up near the top. And if we are happy, we will Shift D. I'm just giving you guys an example, so I won't make it perfect. Probably two of them will do it. Shift D. Check your axes. Oops, my bad. Minus. Get rid of the minus. There we go. Shift D. Same thing. Get rid of the minus. I don't know why that was so hard to say the first time. Alright, and we have a bridge. We're just going to have to attach pieces and color it now. And you should be able to attach your pieces right up beside each other. And they should fit. There may be just a slight gap, but I think that'll look better, honestly. But you can move these right to the edge if you need to. Okay. I'll give you an example, though, of how to make it. You're going to have to take the little tiny steps you need to make your bridge exactly how you want it. I'm not going to probably make that bridge that you have in your mind. Control J to join them. But I'm sure this will get you far enough that you can figure it out. Control J. Alright, and then we will attach that to that. Control J. And this to that. Control J. And we would probably have to give them a new different color. So we will grab them. Grab the bridge. Go into edit mode. And they're both highlighted right now. So maybe if we go to our color menu. We just go new. We can add a color we're looking for, and it'll be kind of browny, so do something like that. Alright, and done. Now we just have to attach everything to everything else. So this to that, Control J, and we have our one piece of this module and ready to bring into our game. Now I will really quick cover one thing. You're probably thinking, well, what's holding the bridge up, right? All I can suggest for that is that you do some pillars, probably. You can do them square, you can do them whatever you want. You can do them on the sides, but I'd probably just do it down the middle. And make it a fair size, and then just keep this piece separated. And then you can scale it in-game separately. And that way, if you need it to be taller or shorter or whatever, you can go ahead and do that. You may have to adjust your LOD after. For like when you make things big in games, sometimes it has an effect on your LOD and you just need to change your LOD settings, but otherwise it should be good. And that's what I would do just to make it nice and simple. If you want to spice it up, you could Control R over it, do something like this, and right click to center it, and then do S if you wanted, just to give it a different look. Now it has more of a pillar look if you like. But that's what I would do. Anyways, this has been a quick video, and it's from Lord Fishy. Remember to like, subscribe, and watch my other stuff, because I'm always coming out with fun, cool stuff. All the time, guys. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.